some considered the GOAT of the heavyweight division.
Winner.
Yeah. Did anything?
When people talk to me, the main thing they talk about is me and him all the time, and it applies pressure because the world.
Again, there is no secrets. It's straight there.
This fight seemed relatively easy to make. Is that because you both wanted it?
Oh, most definitely, hands down. When two champions want to fight, they're gonna fight. No one's gonna. I don't give advantage, but I think it's just give him some acknowledgement. About what he's about to face and what he's about to go on. Every fight is different. Everybody got a different IQ, and everybody uses what works for them differently. So many things can be told and said, but.
The first face-off between Oleksandr Usyk and Deontay Wilder was electric, and Usyk stole the show. He looked calm, sharp, and physically imposing, radiating confidence while Wilder tried to assert himself. Every movement from Usyk screamed control and readiness, proving he's not just a champion on paper, but a fighter fully prepared to dominate come fight night.
Я кажу, це буде неймовірно.
It will be wonderful.
Your performance will be wonderful.
Yeah.
Are you still very hungry?
Yeah, I continue feel I hungry for boxing. Training not, training too, but my training, I prepare for this fight 23 years, all my life. But boxing is like oxygen for me.
Duke McKenzie highlights Usyk as an all-round master, and it's clear why Wilder's recent form is concerning. After back-to-back losses to Joseph Parker and Zhilei Zhang, Wilder only returned to winning ways with a TKO over Tyrell Herndon in June 2025. Usyk faces a fighter who is powerful but inconsistent, making his precision and strategy even more dangerous.
My gut instinct said that Usyk would win because he's an unbelievable all-rounder, Really? He's an unbelievable all-round.
Oleksandr Usyk acknowledges Deontay Wilder as a strong and famous fighter, but his confidence is unshakable. He respects Wilder's achievements, yet makes it clear he's a step above. Usyk's composure and focus show a champion who sees the bigger picture, combining skill, intelligence, and timing. Against a powerful but inconsistent opponent like Wilder, Usyk is poised to dominate.
Usyk is a great champion. He's calling out Wilder fight. But boxing always does this to its fans, where there's a fight and when it's at the maximum, peak danger, guys like Wilder, people ain't trying to fight him.
Liam Goff paints a stark picture of Wilder's recent decline. One win in 3 years against obscure opposition shows a once-feared knockout artist now struggling to maintain relevance. Against Usyk, who combines speed, precision, and elite ring IQ, Wilder's raw power is unlikely to be enough. The contrast couldn't be clearer: a disciplined champion at his peak versus a once mighty fighter trying to recapture former glory, making Usyk the overwhelming favorite in this showdown.
Deontay Wilder. Wilder's had one win in the last 3 years against, what was the guy's name, Tyrell Herndon or something like that, an obscure opponent who no one has heard of before since was knocked out, I think, in a round by...
Usyk's call-out is a declaration of intent. He isn't playing games or testing waters. He is ready to face Wilder head-on. Wilder's inactivity and inconsistent performances over the last few years contrast sharply with Usyk's disciplined approach. If boxing politics allow, this fight will expose the difference between a champion in full control and a fading knockout artist. Fans are in for a tactical masterclass from Usyk, who will exploit every opening while maintaining relentless pressure, showing why he's a truly elite heavyweight with unmatched ring intelligence.
The Usyk calling out Deontay Wilder situation is real. It's real. Usyk actually wants to fight Deontay Wilder this time, so hopefully, keep my fingers crossed that boxing politics don't get in the
Wilder's constant excuses and controversies have become part of his narrative, and Usyk's clarity highlights the contrast perfectly. While Wilder struggles with logistics and setbacks, Usyk is focused, disciplined, and sharp. This fight would be a pure test of preparation versus chaos. Usyk thrives in structured challenges, exploiting weaknesses, while Wilder's distractions and inactivity make him increasingly vulnerable. Fans should expect Usyk to dominate mentally as much as physically, turning Wilder's fame and power into a liability rather than a weapon, in a fight that could define 2026 for the heavyweight division.
Deontay, no, didn't I just come out and say, man, shit, well, I don't know how that's gonna work because
Wilder's power and hand speed are undeniable, but they have become increasingly ineffective against elite, disciplined opposition. A single knockout punch may terrify casual fans, but against Usyk's movement, timing, and defensive brilliance, Wilder's one-dimensional style will be neutralized. Usyk reads openings, counters precisely, and controls range, turning Wilder's feared shots into predictable, easily avoided attacks. The difference is stark: Usyk's mastery of all elements of boxing versus Wilder's reliance on raw power. This sets the stage for a battle of intellect and preparation against chaos and fading instinct.
That's why I love Wilder at 212, 215. The speed of Wilder is not spoken about enough. He threw that right so fast backing up against Robert Helenius, I thought it was a left hook. Watch me call that fight. Oh, God! Wilder knocked him out with a left hook. Oh, squad! It was the sneakiest right. And the thing is, Wilder just got to touch you. Pow! And you see here like the worst seizure I've ever seen. So, bruh, I get what Usyk is on. I get what he's talking about.
Usyk's strategy is genius, playing the long game just like he did with Anthony Joshua and Daniel Dubois. By letting the belts circulate while building anticipation, he positions himself for the most profitable and high-stakes matchups. He isn't rushing, he is controlling timing, creating hype, and letting opponents exhaust themselves before he strikes. This calculated approach demonstrates Usyk's intelligence both in and out of the ring. Unlike Wilder, who relies on brute force and fame, Usyk manipulates circumstances, ensuring he steps into fights at the perfect moment to maximize impact, dominance, and legacy.
I think personally, Usyk's doing what he did with Joshua Dubois. So he's letting the belt go into the hands of Joshua or Dubois. They fight. That's a mega fight, and then that opens up. That makes the winner of that, the second biggest name in boxing, and then he fights him.
Eddie Hearn underscores why Usyk is not just a heavyweight champion, but pound for pound #1. His combination of skill, strategy, and devastating execution separates him from all competitors. While Wilder has raw power, he lacks the ring IQ and adaptability Usyk displays consistently. Every move Usyk makes is calculated. He dismantles opponents with precision rather than hope. This level of dominance, intelligence, and control makes Usyk a nightmare matchup for anyone, and the contrast with Wilder's fading explosiveness could define a fight where intellect and preparation decisively outclass raw strength and unpredictability.
No, I don't think he's skill-wise up there with Usyk, but to do that and just stop him and batter him, just phenomenal. Like he is, there is absolutely no question in my mind who is the pound-for-pound number.
Johnny Nelson reads Usyk like an open book. His focus, discipline, and professionalism are unmatched. While some critics might misinterpret confidence as arrogance, Usyk's control is a reflection of experience and preparation. Every movement in the gym, every calculated step in the ring demonstrates his appetite for dominance hasn't waned. Wilder, by contrast, has relied on explosive moments rather than sustained strategy. Usyk's precision and consistency make him a nightmare for anyone who depends solely on power. His mental clarity ensures he remains 2 steps ahead, exploiting the stakes and dictating pace. This is a fighter who understands timing, distance, and the psychology of his opponent. Wilder's unpredictability may intimidate some, but against a methodical genius like Usyk, it becomes a liability, highlighting why the Ukrainian champion is not just powerful, but practically untouchable.
He's got 1 foot out already. He's Usyk talking like that. He's got 1 foot out already. If he's talking like that, that means, as far as I'm concerned, I sense his appetite is slipping away. He's very professional, gets the job done, knows what he has to do in the ring and in.
Tony Bellew's golf analogy perfectly mirrors Usyk's approach to boxing mastery. Just like a golfer perfects every swing with patience, Usyk methodically hones every aspect of his craft. He doesn't rely on raw power like Wilder, but sharpens timing timing, movement, and technique to perfection. This dedication separates legends from strong athletes. Wilder's reliance on explosive, unpredictable punches can create dramatic moments, but against Usyk's consistent intelligence, power is insufficient. Usyk meticulously builds opportunities, reading opponents and exploiting weaknesses. Every jab, feint, and counter is part of a master plan, demonstrating that his dominance is earned through discipline, patience, and relentless preparation. In 2026, this matchup becomes a clash between chaos and calculation, and Bellew's analogy captures why Usyk's methodical precision is likely to prevail over Wilder's raw but inconsistent force.
I'm not going to lie, I'm a guy who goes, turns up at a golf course and swings clubs at balls. I'm definitely not a golfer yet, but I will get there eventually.
Usyk's statement is bold and deliberate. He confirms he has Wilder in his sights for 2026, setting the stage for a defining heavyweight clash. Wilder may be famous, but his inconsistency, inactivity, and reliance on single-punch power make him vulnerable against a champion like Usyk. The Ukrainian knows how to exploit every flaw, and this fight is as much mental as it is physical. Fans can expect Usyk to control distance, pace, and timing, systematically dismantling Wilder's threat. This is a calculated challenge. Usyk is not gambling, he is orchestrating his dominance. For Wilder, this is a chance to remind the world of his power, but against a master strategist like Usyk, raw strength alone is unlikely to prevail, making this one of the most anticipated and intriguing matchups in recent heavyweight history.
No, I continue fight. I think next year I won't fight with Deontay Wilder. For me, I think it's
Duke perfectly captures Usyk's genius. He is the embodiment of the complete boxer. Unlike Wilder, who depends on one punch to change fights, Usyk controls every round with supreme ring IQ, precision jabs, and relentless conditioning. He can pepper opponents, dictate distance, and neutralize aggression while absorbing almost nothing. Wilder's strength and reputation may intimidate, but Usyk's versatility, stamina, and intelligence make him untouchable. The Ukrainian's ability to maintain relentless pressure without compromising technique is a nightmare scenario for any fighter reliant on raw power. This is why every movement Usyk makes is a lesson in boxing mastery and a testament to why he remains at the pinnacle of the heavyweight division.
You know, he's just a good all-round boxer. He doesn't want to fight with you, he just boxes you and he peppers you with his jab. He's got brilliant ring IQ, as we all know. He's got a good engine, takes a good shot. He doesn't actually take a shot because you never see him get nailed with anything.
Liam Go breaks down Usyk's global strategy, showing how meticulously he manages his career and exposure. Fighting in the US is about legacy, visibility, and timing, and Usyk chooses opponents carefully to maximize both risk and recognition. Andy Ruiz may have name recognition, but inactivity and decline make him a safe step. Wilder, though famous, is inconsistent and far from his prime, making him an interesting yet beatable challenge. Usyk blends ambition with careful calculation, positioning himself to dominate the heavyweight narrative globally. Every fight is a chess move, securing legacy, fame, and tactical advantage, showcasing his mastery beyond just power and speed.
This is Oleksandr Usyk's way of being more known in the United States, because I think they want to do Usyk, maybe have a day over there. And I get it, if you're looking, look, if you're going to fight in the US, right, which I think a lot of people are thinking Usyk may very well do in the new year, if you're going to fight in the US, you're going to want an opponent who is known to the US audience. Andy Ruiz, although I don't think he deserves a shot given, you know, the fact that he's been horribly inactive over the last few years.
The stakes for Usyk versus Deontay Wilder in 2026 could not be higher. A win for Usyk cements his legacy as the smartest, most complete heavyweight of his era, proving that technique, timing, and discipline always triumph over raw power. If Wilder somehow shocks the world, it would be a testament to his knockout ability, but it would require more than brute force. It would demand perfect timing and a mental edge he rarely shows. Between Usyk's meticulous preparation and Wilder's unpredictable strength, it's clear who has the mental edge and hunger for victory. Fans should expect a chess match in the ring, with explosive moments that could define heavyweight history. Don't just watch this epic showdown, be part of the conversation. Comment below, share your predictions, and let's debate who will leave the ring as the true king of the division.